Good afternoon, George Cavaligos for HFT Bonds. Well, if you guys took my advice yesterday afternoon, you had to get up at 2 o'clock this morning to make it a winner, I guess. Market actually traded down nicely in the Asian market hours again. Our friends in the Far East doing a little bit of selling again last night. As soon as London opened up and the hedge fund boys came in, they started buying again. And by the time I woke up, it was back to pretty much a scratch trade where I had gotten short from yesterday. And I covered it this morning when I got in. I think I lost a tick and a half on that trade. Then I tried it again this afternoon after the buyback. Tried the small short again. I think I lost another tick and a half. And now we're going to see what tonight brings. I'm flat right now. I'm looking for the dip overnight again. We're seeing the weird kind of divergence trades again. The 10-year just made in the last hour another higher high, got all the way up to 132.04. If you guys remember, I was pointing out the 132.04 plus level was C equals A off of last Friday's lows on some of the term structures in the 10-year note. Bonds did not make a higher high. They're lagging behind. And they're way below their C equals A targets up at 145.31. They're trading, 145.13 right now. I'm looking for a dip again. I don't think we'll get as much of a dip as we did last night. The guys that sold it in Asia last night probably are sitting there going, darn, why didn't I wait? So I don't think it's going to come off as hard tonight as it did last night. I'm not looking for as much of a dip. I think the 10 years could work their way back down to 26.5. 131.26.5, and the bonds 145.01, 03, somewhere down there. Those were kind of low volume print areas on the way up this afternoon. Another day with the bonds up 6 on the day, and the bulls going yeah, and the notes are up 5.5, and the bulls are going yeah, we're doing it. And the bears are sitting here like me. You tried to sell them a little bit last night. Should have been a winner if I had gotten up early enough or had put in some kind of a decent bid, but I didn't. And this morning I tried the short side again as we're hitting some of these upside targets. I'm starting to see these divergences. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm probably 2 or 3 days early, I think. Tomorrow is the bond auction. Typically what we've seen lately is the markets actually go sideways to lower into the auction and then rally out of the auction. I'm wondering if that's turned around a little bit by the vigor of the sell-off that we saw in late December and early, the first couple days of January so far. Probably. We're still in this corrective phase. I would love to see some kind of a corrective pullback. I think this correction could drag on for a while. But, we want to be on our toes here. We are seeing, weird, overlaps and all this kind of silliness, but the market just isn't, following through on the downside yet. If you kind of take away what happened last night. So try it again tonight. If we could bounce, I think we could bounce off of these kind of little dips that we're seeing right now after the pit close. We went up on the pit close. We closed right around 132.04 on the 10-year, and I think we got up to 145.20 on the bonds. I think we could see another kind of drift up into the early part of the overnight session. Take a shot, maybe put a small short on up there, and just put some kind of a bid right around that 131.26 plus level, 145.03 level, and just look to scalp it initially, I guess, is probably the best idea, or maybe scale out of some of it. I'm going to put a stop above 132.04 plus, which is the C equals A target up off of last Friday's lows, and we'll see what happens from there. What else? That's it. Not much to say right now. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.